Now, as the National Climate Change Conference gets underway in Dubai, South Africa is one of the many countries that has seen changes in its weather patterns. Just last year, at least 460 people died in KZN in May, while 11 people were killed in the recent Western Cape floods. According to humanitarian responders, the natural disasters on the continent are increasing and their frequency has intensified too. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala filed the story.
The dangers of the impact of climate change have long been touted by activists and world leaders. Scientists have blamed heat trapping green gas that keeps the earth warmer by trapping the sun's heat. South Africa is now having its fair share of natural disasters.
But all the skill that we have, we can't get to the areas. The roads have just been completely cut off.
Communities were helpless against the wrath of Mother Nature. The impact was hardest felt for those who lived below the breadline.
Nalamanzi angena apha ezokini angena ngaphakathi kunobumdaka sinabantwana abancinci ngathi kuwes because ke bekudla ngonetha but ke bengada angene phakathi endlini ne but now ayangena every time kunetha siyazi bathi nasongelelwa ngamanzi funeka simove izinto incwadi zabantwana zesikolo zibamanzi iuniforms ukutya so kuba wetha kho changes ka.
Working closely with the municipality and disaster teams, Gift of the Givers attended to the worst affected areas.
We look at probably more than 15,000 people displaced and affected because some of the areas are not passable yet. So we managed to get into Salonis village and Nqobile, and then of course around the Cape Town suburbs, Khayelitsha, Gugulethu, Luwanle, we went onwards to Makassar, very badly hit. And the Sunflay, our teams had to hold the ropes and move across the water to deliver aid to the people. Later on in the day, from the area, because it's semi-farming area, we got feedback that the animals, horses, and other animals require feed. At 1 o'clock today, there'll be 400 bales of feed delivered for those animals.
It's become evident that South Africa is not the only country in the continent that is facing climate change, as the Gift of the Givers continue to respond to natural disasters around the African continent.
The number of incidents of disasters are increasing. The frequency and then the intensity of the disasters are increasing. Let's take an example. We've responded to cyclones in Mozambique, 2000, 2001, 2006, and years after that, and then came Cyclone Idai in 2019. That was a monster. Huge destruction from Beira, Estequina, and all the way down. At the same time, we were involved in 4 countries. We were involved in Mozambique. We were the only organization in the world that had 5 helicopters to get inside all of the show. We had medical teams. We had search and rescue teams. We had divers. We had boats. We had the equipment, the supplies, communication systems. We helped the Malawi government. We put teams with Malawi. We put teams with Zimbabwe. And we had floods in Durban. And I want to say in the comparison, the Mozambican one, Cyclone Idai in 2019, was bigger than the ones before.
In Cape Town, many communities had to build after the water damaged to infrastructure and homes. But others were even more unfortunate after fire gutted hundreds of informal settlement homes to the ground, adding more people to the long list of the displaced. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Nqobile Madlala in Cape Town.